Hello, Read Elementary. I'm reading you a third book by Peter H. Reynolds. I actually try to collect as many books as I can by him. Told you I like to borrow from the library, but his books are extraordinary. This one is titled Going Places. And I want you to think about the title. What does it mean? Does he mean we're going from house to house, or maybe from our home to school when he talks about going places? Or is he thinking about your mind? How do you use your mind to grow and become a better person? So enjoy the book. I hope you love it as much as I do. It is titled Going Places by Peter H. Reynolds. And I also see his brother must have helped him with this book too, because Paul's name is on there as well. Enjoy the journey with this book, Going Places, by Peter and Paul Reynolds. Raphael had been waiting all year long for the Going Places contest, a chance to build a go-kart, race it, and win. When their teacher announced who would like the first kit, Raphael's hand shot up. The rest of the class watched enviously as Raphael walked back to his seat with the kit. Mrs. Shonda assured them, "Don't worry, you'll all be getting one." Now, I hope you like science as much as me. You should look at some of these important people like Raphael, Michelangelo, and Leonardo da Vinci, all incredible scientists and thinkers from the Renaissance era. Oh, and they're all exactly alike. Grace gets a kit, Max gets a kit, Violet, Raj, Elena, Fiona, Billy. I'm sure there's a kit for Mrs. Weber in there too. The kit came with a set of precise instructions that made Raphael happy. He was very good at following directions. Raphael hammered, glued, nailed, and assembled his kit. His go-kart looked just like the one in the directions. He was feeling quite proud. Raphael wondered how his classmate Maya was doing. She lived next door. He peered over the fence. "Hey, Maya, you haven't even started." Maya didn't respond. She was so intent on watching the bird in front of her and quickly sketching it that she didn't even notice Raphael. I know what I'm thinking about, Maya. What are you thinking about this dreamer? This thinker? Then she just put down her pencil and stared at the bird dreamily. Raphael shrugged and let her be. The next morning, Raphael checked back in to see how Maya was doing. "Wow, what is that?" he asked. Maya grinned. "You like it?" Raphael responded slowly. "Yeah, extremely cool. But, Maya, there's just one little problem. That's not a go-kart." Maya smiled. Who said it had to be a go-kart? Raphael was confused. The set of instructions inside the box were for a go-kart. But then again, they didn't say it had to be a go-kart. He looked again at Maya's contraption. After a moment, he grinned. "I get it. Hey, Maya, I really want to win this race. The instructions never said we couldn't team up either." And so they did, working late into the evening. The next day, everyone gathered for the big race. Each go-kart was a perfect replica of the other. Going Places contest. Except one. One of the kids laughed. Looks like you had trouble with the going places instructions. You're going places all right. You're going to lose. Maya and Raphael didn't even have time to respond because the announcer's big, boomy voice called out, "Attention racers, start your engines. 4, 3, 2, 1. A buzzer sounded, and they're off. While all the other go-karts disappeared in a cloud dust, Maya just sat there in their motionless vehicle. Raphael shouted over the roar of engines and cheering crowds, "Maya, what are we waiting for?" "No worries, Raphael," Maya answered. "Flaps down, throttle up." And now they took off into the air. The other contestants looked up in amazement. Maya and Raphael hovered and then sped past them all. Before long, Maya and Raphael coasted across the finish line to the cheers of the waiting crowd. Finish. They kept rolling clear across the race grounds. Maya slammed the brakes, stopping just short of the lake at the edge of the school field. Raphael noticed a startled frog leap from a lily pad and dive into the water. He raised his eyebrow and looked at Maya. She smiled. "Raphael, are you thinking what I'm thinking?" Raphael just nodded. What does this book make you think about, third? My fine read rockets. It is wonderful. This book is dedicated to all the great thinkers who have gone above and beyond. Where is your journey? How do you use your mind to grow and learn? Thank you for listening.